Yeah, what about that, buddy?
Yeah, does that mean that until level 3rd I cannot pick second level spells?
That is, or
Or could I pick a second level spell now as my 3rd spell
oh no,
now?
that is correct. You
Okay,
you
okay.
wouldn't get any second level spell slots until third level.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
welcome to Warlock. By the way, you get like a total of 4 spell slots, and that's it. And you don't even get your fourth one until your 17th level. Like Warlocks don't rely on spells. They get dicked when it comes to spells.
Oh, I noticed. That's cool. I'm a
There's a
Hexblade boy.
reason. There's a reason why Hexblade is the most played and most preferred Warlock specialization, because it means they don't rely on spells, unlike every other fucking specialization.
Yeah, Max.
I'm gonna go AFK real quick.
Sounds good. So, Brandon, if you're there, you ready to fight a dwarf?
Oh yeah. Just eating at the moment, so I'll be ready and pretty quick.
Oh, you're all good. Yeah, I see John in chat. Everybody is showing up to watch you fight this dwarf, Brandon. Like all of my other players and all of my other campaigns are all showing up for this.
It's gonna be great.
Like you got a whole bunch of other D&D vets just chilling in chat, waiting to see this fight.
That's funny.
I don't
Okay.
know why we're so excited to see him get his ass kicked.
Hey, you guys should cast Mage Armor on me.
Mage armor only works if you have no armor.
Grostag doesn't know that though.
Oh,
Cast
wait,
that light
wait,
thing
actually?
on him, so he...
Also on.
What's up?
I just want to say that the compendium on here is little freaking biased towards evocation school.
Evocation? Yeah, no,
And
roll
only
20.
evocation.
Yeah, no, roll 20 is biased as fuck. If you want to look at all of the different schools,
I know, I've seen them all. The problem is, like, it only has the stuff for evocation.
yeah, like I said, roll 20 is biased as fuck in that sense.
Like, not everybody wants to pick that. What if I want to hit my teammates?
I mean,
Wait, what?
If you wanted to hit your teammates, then you should have went sorcerer. Wild magic.
No.
Yeah.
God, I
don't
love wild
sorcerers.
I want to try at some point, like a full mage with wild magic.
Listen, I can build you a sorcerer.
Boy, oh boy.
I will not
we're gonna
play
talk about
in that
later.
campaign.
Come on.
I don't like sorcerers.
Come on!
No,
You can be a paladin.
no,
You can take more hits from me.
no.
Oh my god.
Alright.
You so fucking
Hold on.
precious.
Vito,
My entire
Vito,
ass.
do me a favor. real
Rulik
quick.
love you, little mermaid.
Me?
Drulik too.
Yeah, you.
Okay.
Give me a 1d10,000.
Wait, 1d10,000?
Yes.
Oh god, okay. Might take a few seconds because I am eating ice cream. And I don't want it to melt on my hand. 1d10,000.
We're gonna make believe that you're a sorcerer and wild magic has hit you real quick.
Oh no.
5,718. I actually have a D10,000 list of wild magic effects.
No, that's scary.
John knows this list all too well. So does Tesla. Here we go. 5718. Target of your spell is now invisible to the caster. So whatever you were targeting with a spell is now invisible to you, but visible to everybody else.
Oh god. That's awesome. I have a gambling problem, so that's perfect for me.
Um, some other ones in that range. Target is invisible, intangible, and silenced for 10d6 rounds. Target is invulnerable to all harm for 1d6 minus 1 rounds. So you could literally turn whatever it is you're targeting into a literal god.
Oh god. That's not good. I love it.
Yeah, good old wild magic. By the way, an actual 10,000 on that table, the nearest star explodes into a massive supernova. You literally just destroy the entire universe.
That's so cool.
Yes! Fist me, daddy!
This group seems like it needs more wild magic.
But for that list in particular, I have contingency plans for the bullshit rolls like that. I typically have players roll twice, and I pick whichever one I find to be funnier. Yeah, see, Strike Zone Zero understands. This group does need more wild magic.
My volumes are all fucked up still, so everything is extremely loud in my ear, but apparently it's quiet on stream. So
Okay, I'm fully done with dinner now. 100%.
Are you really?
Oh man. If I had snacks, I wouldn't, but I have no snacks.
A glass of water. All right, everybody ready to get this shit show on the road?
Yep.
I'm ready
Yes.
to see a very tall guy get the shit beat out of him by a
Okay,
very
hold
small
on.
person.
Give me one moment. A wasp just flew into my room and is now on my laptop.
End
This
it.
needs to be dealt with.
End it.
Give me one moment. This needs to be dealt with first. This is more important.
What's the level 1, right?
Yes.
Aye.
If it was a bee, I hear the best way to scare it off is to say boo. Boo, bee.
God. Not laughing for that. That's not worth it of a laugh.
That is definitely worth it.
When you have to try so hard to be funny, it's not funny.
I'm not
Damn.
trying hard. I'm getting into character.
That
How do
didn't
I
seem
end my
to-
life?
Very simple. You go outside and you fight the big blue giant man.
Oof. I refuse.
That's the easiest way.
And not for me, but for my panda.
All right, and out the window goes the wasp. We're good to go.
Did you say out the window?
Yes.
We end wasps. We don't save them and let them live.
Hey, listen, he willingly went back out the window. I ain't
You-
fucking with him otherwise.
Ah,
At least not around the laptop and three of my hard drives.
I want. What are you, Switzerland? You're neutral?
Like if he wasn't near very valuable equipment, fuck yeah, I'd grab my shoe and beat the shit out of him.
Thought you were
But,
American.
yeah,
What's your
no.
shotgun at? This is your shotgun.
Downstairs.
America.
First of all, you don't beat a wasp. You kill it in one hit, or you regret everything.
true.
Oh no, I kill it in one hit and then I continue to beat its ass afterwards.
Hey, just don't move out of its area of influence. It'll get a sting of opportunity on
This dwarf's gonna have fun beating your ass.
You can't project yourself onto the characters on.
That's what you think. Oh god, alright. Last week, you guys successfully made it to the keep after dealing with, I believe you dealt with one other group of raiders while trying to make it over the river. Everyone successfully made it over the river except for Irie, who fell into the water twice.
We just had to go back over that.
Hell yeah.
Grab.
And we saw her boobies? Let that be known.
Well, we didn't see them in all of their glory. I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt that she had some form of Under Armour on. But yes, she did lose her shirt. Or rather, it was ripped off by Rostog as he tried to grab her hand and failed.
Alright.
Hey, remember that, Irie?
Talk shit, see what happens when I'm healing, bitch!
I already went down. I've got nothing to lose.
Same. Also, don't
that's
act
what
like
you
you won't heal him.
Oh yeah, I have
I
some.
know.
He's the only one in this group that crits. Don't act like you won't heal him.
But hey, at least I'm not morally obligated like I would be if I was a fucking just the healer class.
Yeah, that's good to know that you're
I'm not even
just
gonna lie to
morally
you. I was looking
obligated.
for. Yeah, no, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was looking forward to you playing the healer class just so I could be like, "You sure you don't want to heal that person?" I was gonna roleplay the fuck out of that. After making it to the keep, you guys encountered both Governor Nighthill as well as Escobert the Red. Escobert being the head of managing all of the militia and everything. After some intense discussion and some choice words from both sides, uh, it looked like the party was set to walk away when this giant humanoid dragon looking creature, um, or two of them rather, showed up and commanded the adult blue dragon to leave and informed the rest of the cultists and kobolds that their job was done. If I remember correctly, what's your character name? Salazar was informed that a offer the group wouldn't be able to refuse would be arriving within the hour, and then after that they disappeared. An hour later, this big half dragon looking creature showed up with 4 human prisoners in tow, demanding for their best warrior to come out and fight him, and in return, he would let the prisoners go. After some more choice words between Rostog and Escobert the Red, we are now set for a 1 versus 1 duel to determine who is the strongest, essentially. That is where we left off last week.
And he said that everybody can like rest afterwards, right?
He did, the half dragon did state that people may take as long as needed for them to rest. Now, how long he means by that is who knows.
Right.
You know, he's probably not going to want to wait 8 hours to fight somebody, but he probably wouldn't mind giving, an hour to determine who the best fighter is.
Well, Salazar just sits down in a comfy place, grabs some food, and just watches the show.
Yeah, no, at this point, most of the militia have gathered in the courtyard. At this point, there's quite a crowd forming a circle and surrounding both Rostogan and Escobert the Red, as this shield dwarf just pulls out this mace, this one-handed mace, and just sort of rests it on the ground, looking over towards you, Rostog. Well,
hey, that's a pretty mace.
Oh, it'll be real pretty when I'm dinging it up against your head.
Oh, you want to use weapons? I thought we were gonna see who's stronger. Old world style. As Rostag puts his sword, sheaths his sword, and tucks his shield behind his back and raises his fists.
He's gonna get his ass beat.
You want to do unarmed combat, huh?
Well, why not? We're not seeing who has a better weapon. We're seeing who's stronger.
You see, everyone would just watch Escobert just take the mace and put it back into the little holster thing on his hip, latching it on again, placing the shield on his back as well. All right, I'll take you up on that challenge then. And you can go ahead and have you and Escobert roll initiative.
Hey, what's this campaign called?
Horde of the Dragon Queen.
My initiative button looks like it's broken.
Make sure you are selecting your token.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
I mean, there are only 2 of them, so it's just about who went first.
He went first.
As Escobar just kind of stands his ground for a moment, looking up at you. Let's see exactly how strong you are. I'll give you the first punch.
Okay. Now, how do I do an unarmed attack? It should be 1d4 plus my strength modifier. Is that correct?
So what you're going to need to do, the way unarmed combat works is it's everyone's proficient with their own fists. So it is a d20 plus your proficiency to hit, and if you actually land a hit, then it is a d4 plus your strength modifier.
Okay. So it's a d20 plus 2.
Yes.
So do I just click on proficiency? Will that roll that or no?
Actually, try that out. I'm not positive. No. That would be nice if it did, but
Let's see if this works. Right? Is that correct?
that is correct. So as you go to swing your fist at him, you see this little tiny shield dwarf just duck his head a little bit further down, looking back up at you. Oh, come on, you got to be quicker than that.
Or stag waits for the punch.
Yeah, let's see. So d20 plus proficiency. I'll just do this 3 roll 20 so we can see what his alt rolls are for everybody.
Oh.
22.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
I just want it to be known his proficiency is +4.
Oh god, it is. Oh.
Strength modifier is +5.
Is he a medium creature? Wouldn't his die be 1 die 3 for unarmed?
Yes. So you can remove 1 from that. So it'd be an 8 instead. Yeah, no, as he very quickly, you see this, everybody just watches this little tiny shield dwarf just, as he ducks under one fist and comments, you're going to have to be quicker than that, just immediately bringing his own fist up into Rostog's gut.
And I'm gonna shrug off 7 of that damage.
Okay.
Would you get 1 per long rest?
Or short rest or whatever. It was conflicting in the information.
Oh.
I'll pull it back up. I'm pretty sure it was either short or long.
It says you must finish a long rest before you can use this trait again.
Well, if that's the case, then I haven't long rested.
Let me just double check.
It's at the end of the thing in the chat.
Yeah. Well, no, that's what's written down there. However, I'm just double checking the official wiki now. Because this is Goliath is something strung from a official book, and it is supposed to be short or long rests.
Okay, so it's good.
Yeah, from Volo's Guide to Monsters, I'm looking at the actual PDF file here. It's supposed to be short or long rest, so you're good to use
gotcha.
it.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, and I will swing back at.
All right, let's see it. I'm waiting for a crit.
I'm waiting for him to crit 1. Or natural 1.
Oh.
Oh yeah, no, I'm waiting for either a crit or a fumble, either one. Hey, that's not bad at all. Let me double check and see what his AC is without his shield.
Because he should have 2 less or 3 less without his shield, right?
Yeah, it would be 3 less without the shield.
Not a good shield.
Yeah, that is a hit.
Okay. And because I'm a Goliath, I get the size advantage to large, which gives me the 1d4, right?
Yes. So 6 damage. Let's see if he has any bullshit himself.
I consider this a win already, since he actually touched him. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not a win until Rostag is unconscious.
Oh, that's about to happen. Believe me, that's about to happen.
I'm waiting for it. That's all I care about right now.
Yeah, no bullshit. So he does take the 6. As like, where do you punch him at in retaliation?
Well,
You going for a
Rostag
mug
would
shot,
be
or-
well, he'd be punching downward, so probably somewhere in the top of his head, his nose, something like that.
Yeah, no, everybody just watches Rostog just bring his fist down as hard as he can, kind of thing, catching this dwarf like in the side of the jaw. The dwarf, like, everybody would see this dwarf almost take a small step back before iron footing and standing his ground again. Looking up at you, Rostog, you would see a little bit of blood out of the corner of his lip. There you go. Now that's the kind of punch you need to give somebody.
Yeah. Come on, let's keep doing this. This is fun.
As, by the way, just so that you can see, let me switch this to all. He is going to attack you twice. So a 13 and a 9.
Those are both gonna miss. My AC without
Both
my shield
misses.
is 16.
Okay. And then he is going to action surge and try to punch you one more time. Another 13, another miss.
damn.
As you're up,
Yeah, those were some pretty quick punches. Here, catch this.
Oh.
yeah. As you say that and you go to bring your fist down, everybody just watches this dwarf like very quickly open palm catch his fist and just stop it. Okay, I called it. Now what?
Let's see what you got. Come on.
Ooh.
Oh.
All right, so the first one would be a hit, and then he would fumble.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so 6 damage, and now the official fumble.
Oh, shit.
How badly is the dwarf about to fuck up? $32. He is going to have disadvantage on his next attack roll.
He's already been missing, and he just gave himself disadvantage. Good job.
He did land one hit for 6.
All right. Well, Rostag will punch him again.
The first natural one, 15. That is unfortunately a miss. Okay, and he had disadvantage on this first one. So the 15.
Oh.
That's gonna miss.
Yeah. and then another one, another 15. You're up again. As just very quick succession attacks, 2 of them just unfortunately barely grazing like your rib cage kind of thing, not fully connecting. Once again, just catching your fists, just looking up at you. He just needs to get one good hit in. And that is not it. Nor is that. Back to
What is
back
happening?
hits.
Repeating
Just
the same thing.
Both
over
of
and
the
over.
fighters just repeatedly swinging and just barely missing each other as they try to take each other down.
They're like, yeah, see, we've got some fisticuffs going on now.
This is sad to watch.
Gonna use a bonus action, second one. Percent. And bring myself to full.
All right. And so that's your bonus action.
Yep. Ah.
That's a hit. Seven damage, not bad. Yeah, once again, you just catch the dwarf in the side of the mouth, and just a small step back, but still standing his ground very easily.
I got you that time.
Oh,
As he very quickly comes back and lands 2 consecutive hits.
why do you keep rolling the same numbers like twice in a row?
I literally just keep rolling d20 plus 4, d20 plus 4. For 11? Or, no, sorry, 13.
13, that's my HP, so I would go down after that.
Yeah, no, so everything is, of course, obviously non-lethal damage. Just very quickly, everybody watches the dwarf bring one punch to the gut, which drops Rostog to one knee. And as soon as Rostog drops to one knee, everyone would just watch this dwarf just full force, just right into the side of the jaw, just clean knockout kind of style.
I'm just
As he's
laughing.
falling down, Rostag would be like, it was fun!
As the dwarf kind of looks around at everybody, he immediately points into the crowd, and all of you would see a small woman in robes run over towards Rostog and very quickly begin patching up any small wounds that might have been caused from the punch to the face, bringing you back to stabilized and putting you at least 1 HP so that you're not unconscious. And as you open your eyes, Rostog, you see this dwarf just kind of standing next to you, looking down, twirling one end of his beard, and then reaching down, he extends his hands. You know, it's been a while since anyone's been able to at least put a single hit on me, so you have my respect for that one.
Yeah, when I get a little better at this, we gotta go for a round 2. That was actually pretty fun.
If there's a round 2, my boy. If there's a round 2.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff out there. I see what you mean. Now, I think I might need to lay down for a little bit because that hurt a little bit.
My fists are pretty good, but my mace is better. You should try that sometime.
Maybe that'll be round 2.
As the dwarf just kind of looks out of the main gate, the half dragon creature is still standing there. Well, I suppose I'm the one that gets to go deal with him, huh?
Yeah, maybe you should have him fight with fists too. That was fun.
Fortunately, I don't think he's the type that would want to have a fist fight.
Is he scared?
No, I think he's looking for a little more action than a fist fight could provide.
Oh.
Roddy just kind of sees the dwarf pull out the mace again and start walking towards the front gate as they begin to raise it.
Rostag will turn to the cleric and ask if they can provide a healing spell to top him up, or if there's something like any potion or something they can provide if they don't have the ability to.
They are able to cast a very weakened version of a healing spell on you. You are able to get 9 HP back at the very least.
Okay. And are they gonna heal the dwarf as well before he leaves?
They go to, but he turns them away, saying to save their energy for the other militia that are more hurt than he is. It looks like you see a little bit of a little bit of blood coming from his lip, but it looks like you hardly did any damage to him.
Ah.
It looks like in all honesty the dwarf was paying, just based on your ability to read body language, it looks like the dwarf was paying a little more respect to you than he probably should have, kind of thing, just as a means of not hurting a fellow fighter's ego. And you'd probably recognize this just based on the fact that he doesn't appear bothered by any of the hits you landed whatsoever.
Yeah.
Can I ask, out of character, how much HP he has?
Do you really want to know?
I really fucking want to know.
After what Brandon did, he still has 98.
What?
Damn!
He's a god. He's all night.
It's a god!
It's probably like level, 10?
Yeah, 10th level fighter.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
with 98 HP, he's not that high of a level, though.
Yeah, it's a 10th level fighter.
Well, that's after
Had-
13 damage.
Had he got to hit you with the mace is a minimum plus 10 to hit and does 1d6 plus 8 bludgeoning damage.
That's a one shot.
Yep.
As the dwarf walks out of the front gate, the gate immediately being closed behind, being kept open briefly behind. Me pull up this again. Hello. It's been a minute since I've had to use you. As the dwarf walks out of the keep, the half dragon creature looking towards him. Well, I'm glad to see that we have a champion selected. The terms are very simple. The 3 children will be set loose immediately. However, the woman will be insurance, we'll say. Should anyone interfere with our little dual dwarf, the kobolds won't hesitate to kill her immediately. So, order your archers to stand down and order anyone else inside to stay out of it. You have my word. As he turns and looks towards the archers and provides the signal, everyone would see all of the archers just immediately put their bows away. Some of them looking like that's not what they want to do. A lot of them looking like they would much rather just start unleashing hell on this dude, but respecting the commands of Escobert. Um, as the half dragon creature sees all of the archers lower their bows, you would all make out the shape of three children running across the field, very briefly, only briefly, stopping near the dwarf and then running past him and into the keep as they immediately run towards the sergeant, who is standing near Irie and Rostad. Any other special rules I should know about, creature, before we begin this? Just that it's the first one to die is the loser, dwarf. Plain and simple. This fight would probably go on for the next half hour, minimum, as blows are just repeatedly traded back and forth between this half dragon creature and the shield dwarf. For a very large portion of the fight, it honestly does look like the dwarf is going to be the victor. Give me a moment because I need to. There you are. Hello, Steinrath. Needed to find your sheet again. As every so often, all of you would notice a very bright light emitting as this half dragon creature would open its maw and just unleash waves of electricity and lightning over the dwarf. And the longer the fight goes on, the more it looks like the dwarf is not going to be the victor. And eventually, at one point, all of you would see the dwarf just kind of drop to one knee, holding the shield up, trying desperately to deflect as much of the lightning as possible. And as the lightning finishes washing over the dwarf, all of you would see this half dragon creature raising a spear up and just bringing it down through the dwarf's torso. And as he impales the dwarf, you would all see the dwarf just kind of go limp for a brief moment. The mace drops to the ground, and then you just hear laughter from the half dragon creature. Oh, he put up a good fight, but, well, at least he was entertaining. As he sort of like kicks the dwarf's body off of the spear and onto the ground, he looks towards the kobolds. Now, let her loose. Come on. I gave them my word she would be set free. So she shall. As the woman just very quickly hurries across the field, the gates open very briefly just to let her inside. Well, we've had our fun here. Although, I am curious, dwarf, who did you fight in there? Would they have been just as fun as you were in combats? As you start to see all of these kobolds and these armies just marching away. The archers, too grief-stricken to try to fire as they begin to just march away.
Oof.
R.I.P.
indeed.
douchebag.
He was a nice guy.
No.
Yeah.
He was.
Ish.
I didn't like him at all.
Yeah.
He was an idiot.
Would any of the clerics in this fort be able to revive him?
No, none of them would be that strong at this point.
Oh. And nobody has a scroll or anything of resurrection?
No.
It's not something that Rostag would ask. I was just asking in general because
Yeah.
Rostag wouldn't know anything past that. But maybe one of the wizards in our group might.
Nope.
Yeah, no.
Well, it's a
That's
shame,
not
but
something you just get your hands on.
Unfortunately, scrolls are a bit more valuable and rare, and they're not as commonly found in 5e. And the ability to cast Revivify, while gained at a relatively early level, does require some very expensive things.
well, should we stay here or should we try and march somewhere? Do we go after them?
I mean, I still personally want to find out why they came here in the first place, because apparently they found what they were looking for.
It seems like it. But the hell was it? This town looks like it doesn't have much going for it.
There had to be something old, or who knows. Maybe something the town didn't even know about.
I guess we should stay here and explore. If we chase them, we'll probably end up like
Dead?
the dwarf over there. Yeah.
Yeah, no, for the time being, Governor Nighthill offers all of you room and board within the barracks and mentions that it's been a long night already. At this point, it is very, very late. He understands that all of you probably have many questions, and he has some of his own that he would like to ask, but he would much rather leave it for the light of day.
Sounds like we getting a long rest, boys.
Yeah,
Hell
you guys can finally do a long rest if you want.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
And at the same time, you guys also get to level up because we're officially going into episode 2.
Ooh.
Okay,
That's
but can you give me a minute? Because I need to go get my dog, because she's
Sure.
barking.
Is that an innuendo? Must be.
Oh my god, why are you like this? Is that what you say every time somebody goes AFK?
Yeah,
Is that an innuendo?
pretty much.
Are you gonna
Yeah,
go
must be.
fap?
You're gonna go Bab. Gonna flick the bin.
Oh my god.
There's a new handout that all of you should be able to see under episode 2, Raiders Camp. This is the artwork for this episode.
Alright.
Oh yeah, so level up.
So,
That thing.
yeah, you're gonna have to walk us through this, or at least me.
Yeah, I was gonna be. I ain't no pussy. I know how to level up. Maybe.
I say, let's see if you do, Vito.
Oh no, I haven't done it yet. I'm scared.
Alright, so first and foremost, make sure you hit the little, well, we'll wait until this gets back.
Yeah, let's wait.
Yeah, let's wait. I could do it myself alone, but let's just wait.
Uh-huh.
Your mic is
Totally.
getting bad again, by the way.
Who are you saying that to?
On.
How about now?
It's good.
It's Gucci.
Okay, sorry, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Hey, that's a look.
Don't.
That's a loud dog.
Yeah, it's gonna be right at 2 more hours that we'll be playing.
E.
So we have to end at 5.
I have to work early again.
Oh god, the spells. I have to change manual. Okay.
So make sure for leveling up, what you want to do is once you have your character sheet open, click on the little pencil so that it is yellow. And then up near the top where your class is, where it'll say wizard, you'll see a number 1 next to that. Click on that and select 2. That will do most of the work for you. Now in the wizard's cases, depending on the school that you're taking, you will have to manually add in stuff. Maybe I'm going to handle it for you.
I was
Thank
gonna
you.
say I'm probably gonna have to add mine in since Evocation's apparently the only school that they have.
Yeah, listen, roll 20 is bias as fuck.
You want damage, only damage, always damage, nothing else.
Oh, I have to
Sorry,
hit.
I'm
I
not
roll a
sorry.
hit die. Oh, wait. What is the hit dice for, by the way?
Whenever you do a short rest, you can use hit die to recover HP.
Oh, gotcha. So now I have 2 dice, so I can just 1 and 1, for example. Okay, cool. Okay, I got the slash up. Well, there goes my HP for the level. Fuck! Well, guys,
Just
I'll
got
be...
plus. Yep, that +1 to your HP.
Hey, no,
that's a
plus
feels.
because I got my constitution as well.
You add your constitution modifier too, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's 1 plus 2. I love it. Could have had 21 HP, instead I have 15. Yep. Hello, I'm the wizard now.
What?
Here we go. Let's see what we get.
Wishy.
5.
I'm not rolling.
What do we roll for ours?
Yeah, what do we roll?
I think it's 1d6, you guys.
For wizards,
I don't have that open. I'm going
I'm
through
pulling
trying
it
to pick a school really quick.
yeah, you're 1d6. 1d6 plus your constitution modifier.
I'm gonna roll my own if that's okay.
That's fine. So in your case, Abby, it's 1d6 plus 2. You get 5, which your average is 4 plus your con, so 1 below average.
Oof. Rip.
I literally got the same thing as her. I rolled a 3, and I have the
Wow,
plus.
we roll shit as fuck.
Yeah, we all did.
So that means my
So
HP is
13.
13 now, right? Yeah?
Yep, 13's your new max.
Hey, same, buddy. We have the same health.
Hey. We wizard pals for life. Until we die.
We're just, that bad.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
okay, I get to heal now.
We should mark long rest, right?
Yeah, you can hit long rest button now.
Okay.
Should I wait until you're done doing things in my sheet?
Yes.
Okay.
You got a lot of shit on your sheet, man.
Yeah. So I pick 1 cleric spell and 1 wizard spell.
Yep.
Okay, I need to look through the wizard spells. And the wizard spell that I'm picking is also just level 1, right?
Yes.
Okay.
You said you want to take Cure Wounds as your cleric spell for this level, yes?
Yeah. I heal.
Well, good thing I decided to go with Fiendish Speaker. Boy, am I gonna need it. And instead of Grasp of Hadar, I went for Agonizing Blast.
John, you take the average because you're a piece of shit. Like, I saw you in chat, by the way, and I just want you to know that, John. That's what I think about you.
You just oh my god.
Someone got called
listen,
out.
I DM for John tomorrow. He's my player. I can call him out whenever the fuck I want.
Oh no, I'm good with that. I'm just making sure everyone knows he's been called out.
Oh, right. I had one thing that I wanted to ask.
What's up?
I don't remember. I know that in 3.5 there's a penalty to picking a school. So like if you pick a school, you can't use spells in whatever other school that you pick. Is that
no?
It
there's
is
no
in 5e,
penalty
or
here.
is it just you pick a school and?
Nope, there's no penalty here.
Okay.
In 5e, they did away with that whole penalty system for schools, and you're straight up encouraged to pick a school because it straight gives you extra shit. But you're not restricted from casting spells outside of your school.
Okay, that was one thing that I hated about 3.5.
Oh, by the way, I added the curse as a cantrip, so that if we need something, it's thing.
Sounds good.
Yeah, because I was like, I'll forget about it. We all will.
All right, there you go, Abby. Aside from your one missing wizard spell, you're good.
Alright, I'm looking through spells now.
You suddenly got a whole lot more shit under your class features section.
Yeah? This is fine.
Hey, look, it's more for you to micromanage. Don't worry about it. And believe me, you're gonna need it.
Wait, can I take a cantrip instead of a first level? Or do you have to... I don't know how that works.
No. Cantrips technically are spells, yes, but not for the purpose of when you level up.
Okay.
Unless it specifically states you gain a new cantrip. Because you only know a fixed number of cantrips at any given time.
Get a new one at 4th level.
I don't get to pick anything new except for my school, yeah?
You get your school, and you get 2 spells.
I get to pick
2 new spells.
Oh.
Yep, wizards get 2 new spells every time they level up.
Okay then.
I got 1. Hellish Rebuke. I'm an edgelord.
I at least know what school I'm picking, but I have to add it all in myself.
Yeah, each time you gain a wizard level, you can add 2 wizard spells of your choice to your spellbook. Each of these spells must be of a level for which you have spell slots as shown on the wizard table. On your adventures, you might find other spells that you can add to your spellbook. So you can copy scrolls and things like that you find in your spellbook. But you straight up get 2 spells every time you level.
I cannot do that, right? Copy spells?
No, you can't copy.
Well, I'll have invocations for that. Ish.
That's something unique to wizards.
Oh, by the way...
Oops.
go ahead.
Is there still, like, a limit to the amount that I can have prepared? I don't remember.
No. It's just, like, wizards have almost all of their spells prepared.
Okay, this is gonna take me a minute, because I have to add in the stuff for abjuration, because it's not evocation, it doesn't matter.
Oh, by the way, one thing. This spell focus, what's that about?
Spell focus?
A warlock spell focus. I've seen them mentioned here and there.
So every spellcasting class has their own variation of a spellcasting focus, which indicates what type of focus can be used by your class. In Warlock's cases, it's whatever your bound weapon is,
Oh,
since
gotcha.
you're a hexblade.
How do we add spells to our list again? I don't remember.
Sorry, caught me mid yawn. The information tablet or the compendium, when
Yeah,
you
do I
search
drag
up a
it?
spell there, yeah, just drag it over onto your sheet when your sheet's in edit mode.
All right,
Yeah,
I pick sleep.
I like that spell choice. Very, very strong early on. Very good spell. Now that's to say I'm never going to give you the opportunity to use it now.
Who are you talking to?
You.
Oh,
I've
no.
been
Oh,
watching
okay.
your sheet this entire time.
Oh, my sheet got so fucking long.
Wait, why did my HP not go back to 10?
I gotta say, make sure you read over everything that I added in there. By the way,
Oh wait,
you
goddammit,
have
no.
you have 2 new things you can do on your turn now, being your Channel Arcana and your Channel Divinity. Hey, nice Eldritch Blast, buddy.
Thank you. I add my charisma to damage. Because I have no armor and officially no HP, so if I'm pulling enemies towards me, it was a bad idea. At least for now. I might have that more later on when I'm already like buffed up and ready. For now,
Come
just
on, why don't you just go ahead and bring them close to you?
I'll do that maybe when my character's ready and actually willing to do that. For now, it's more of a hey, here I am. Damage, please. Also, I have to change the small number under the HP, right? Not the big one, or actually both. Because I changed to 13 before and it went back to 10.
Hold on, which one are you changing?
I changed both now, but before I only changed the big one.
And where are you changing it?
Like, you know, with the hard is?
Oh, yeah. You changed both numbers.
Okay, because it went back to 10 after I closed the note.
Yeah, you changed both.
Okay, so you get to channel Arcana and you pick either Divine Arcana or Preserve Life, and that's the only one that you could use for the entire day, pretty much, like until you long rest.
Let me pull up your sheet so I can double read everything myself.
Or short rest, actually, too, it says. Because then you can channel it again. Or can you only use it once?
So you can choose to use either Channel Arcana or Channel Divinity. Whichever one you channel your power into is the one you can use until you finish a short or long rest.
Okay, so if I used Channel Arcana, I would be able to do the Divine Arcana multiple times, and then if I short rest, I can change it and channel Divinity instead. Right?
That is correct.
Okay, cool.
So basically, you go back and forth between either doing Divine Arcana or Channel Divinity. You can change every short or long rest.
Okay, cool.
However, let me double check some stuff. There we go. Completely forgot to make a handout for this because we actually have some role play to do with both Abby and Lizzie once everybody finishes leveling up.
Oh boy.
RP, by the way.
Oh my god. Oh, okay. I'm gonna need you to look at the games tab in Discord in a second. And you're welcome.
I'm terrified.
What the
Holy shit! Alright, I know what I'm buying on August 9th. I know exactly what I'm buying on August 9th. Holy shit.
Oh boy.
I'm about to say, show that off on stream. Yeah, John, I know you're still watching. If you're still watching, John, there we go.
Oof.
Why does it have to be August 9th?
Oh, Divas is kind of cute. And I know, right? All these games coming out and then updates for games and
Well,
like,
first of all, there's freaking like the next part of Eureka, plus there's the Monster Hunter World event in Final Fantasy on the 7th, and then there's Monster Hunter World on the 8th,
I know.
and then there's that on the 9th. Battle for Azeroth's on the 14th. I don't have time.
It feels bad, man. Brandon, did you get everything updated on your sheet okay?
Yeah, I actually think I'm good. It's not until 3rd level that I have to really change too much. And I just get Action Surge now, but I don't know how to put that on my sheet. Oh, it looks like it might be there already.
Yeah, it's already there. Yeah. So with a lot of the fighter stuff, you'll see right now I've got your sheet in edit mode, and you see where it says Action Surge 1 out of 1 uses.
Yeah.
Above that, you'll see a bunch of little gray boxes, 2 gray boxes, and then 3 green ones, where it says Fighting Style Fighter, Second Wind, Action Surge. As you level up and you get those should automatically check on. If they don't automatically check on, then you can turn those on there automatically, such as the Indomitable and the Remarkable Athlete abilities, if you choose to go Champion for your fighter style.
Okay, so for now,
Yeah,
I should
your
just
Action
add
Surge is-
my level 2 thing. Yeah?
Yeah. So add anything that your chosen school would grant you at 2nd level, and then 2 new spells, and you're good to go.
Yeah, I got my spells, so I'll just put them
And-
in class B or the same
It's on
place
here?
as the arcane recovery.
Yeah, I'm here.
you can't hear him?
Let's say, Vito, have you not been able to hear me?
I think Vito's Discord
mean-
might have fucked up or something, because we can hear him, but I don't know if he can hear us.
I was gonna say, if he can't hear you, asking him if he can hear you is not really gonna answer.
Fuck.
Hello?
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 Yeah, what the fuck was that?
The Discord shit itself.
Yeah, I saw. I was like, no one's talking. That's weird. Whatever. They're probably doing like the spells and everything. And then I muted the stream and I hear you guys talking. I'm like, oh shit. Could you guys hear me?
Yeah, no, we could hear you.
Oh, okay. Then I was like, hey, did you see the thing I sent?
Yeah, we saw.
It is cool.
Oh, wait, wow, it's been that long since you were able to hear?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Have you guys said something about the game or just
Yeah, we've been
leveling up?
Well, I mean, we were talking about the skins, and then we talked about... Fuck, I don't remember, never mind.
So you guys were like
We talked about the skins. We talked about how all of these games and patches and updates for games are all coming out at the same fucking time.
that too.
There's not enough time for anything.
Probably end up buying Monster Hunter, but fucking pep them this point.
Excuse me while I take a sneak peek at Lizzie Sheeby because I'm honestly curious as to what school she chose.
Are you guys done leveling up? Oh, I just saw you type.
Yeah, that's actually probably one of my favorite schools, Lizzie.
I was just like, I realized that Abby's healing, but like this way she won't have to heal me so much.
That's probably one of my favorite schools.
I love the ward idea. It reminds me of Dragon Age a lot for some reason.
But yeah, just let me know as soon as everyone is done leveling up. And we've got some role play to do. Quite a bit of role play, actually.
Oof.
I've been done for a while.
Yeah, I'm good too. But that's mostly because On did it all for me.
Nice.
Oh, wait, my HP didn't.
You have to change both numbers because it's stupid sometimes.
Yeah, make sure you change the little 8, like the small box 8 as well.
That's why I'm confused, because I already did that, but like, I guess it didn't.
See if I close it.
Whenever you change a number in Roll20 character sheet, make sure you hit enter after you change it, because Roll20 likes to be finicky on whether or not you hit enter or not to officially save it on their end.
Okay then.
Roll20 likes to fuck up a lot. I still praise the shit out of the software. I love it, and I wouldn't choose anything else, but it has its issues.
What school of magic did you choose?
Abjuration.
Yeah, so a lot of her school's benefits are just straight up creating wards and protecting herself.
To me.
She can also use the wards to absorb damage for other people. Say if Vito actually gets crit.
That's at higher levels, though, yeah.
Yeah, that's at higher
That's
levels.
That's at level
Flippy.
6,
Starting at
actually.
6th level.
I always get
Yeah.
crit. As much as I crit.
I mean, in your case, Lizzie, you will actually get access to everything your school provides because this campaign is designed to go to 15th level.
Yes.
I can't wait for 6th level. I got the coolest shit at 6th level.
I'm actually excited for 6th level.
There's a whole bunch of shit that goes down at 6th level. Although, granted, my group that I run tomorrow, because I'm no longer running 2 campaigns back to back, thank God. So I just noticed my ping on Discord. Come on, there we go.
Are we all good?
Yeah?
All right, so everybody's leveled up, good to go.
I am. Is Brandon?
Yeah, I'm good. Just waiting
Alright.
on everybody else.
Sorry!
Huh?
I think we're good to go. So yeah, as everybody rests throughout the night, Irie and Sif, both of you at some point during the night, you would both feel this wave of magic um, kind of come over you, and you would wake up from the sense and the feel that this magic has. It's you can tell that it's
Oh, God.
magic.
Oh, God.
The
Mike.
magic is making your mic
Oh.
go.
Now,
You're good.
I'll say, just let me know when it happens.
I hear the magic.
Jesus Christ, my pain. All right, I got 20 ping on Discord again. How are we?
Good.
All right. The magic that you both feel seems very foreign. Neither of you would have probably ever felt this kind of magic before, but you can tell that it is magic. And as you both wake up and you look around, you see that everybody else is still asleep. However, standing sorta off to the side is a robed figure looking towards both of you. And as you both kind of wake up and look around, the robed figure, a very gentle voice. So, see, you two have finally decided to take a moment's rest so that I may actually greet you.
I mean, we're kind of dealing with some stuff right now, so.
Who are you?
Dear child, don't tell me you've forgotten my name already. As she says
I've had
that,
a lot of dreams lately. Who are you?
you like the voice alone is very familiar for some reason. I go by many names, but you, both of you, should know me as Mistra.
That's right.
Mistra. Let me put it in chat for.
I'm like Mr. Sister.
You would both recognize the name as the Mother of All Magic. This, if she is who she says she is literally the mother of all magic. She is the reason you two are able to use magic. Regardless, remembering who I am or not is not that big of an important deal right now. What is important, however, as she waves her hands, and suddenly both of you, like, as you look down, you're no longer in your beds. You're now standing, and you're no longer in the keep. As you begin to look around, you're in complete and utter darkness. And then suddenly you see fire. And as fires begin to ignite all around you, you can now officially just hit show 2 players. If you check all the way at the very bottom under player handouts, there is a new handout for you both. As suddenly you both find yourself standing before this giant monstrous creature.
Okay, so we're both there, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna look at Sif and say, what the fuck?
I've never seen this. Is this what I think it might be?
What do you think it is?
Are you asking that in character or?
I'm asking that in character.
And I'm gonna ask her, what do you think it is?
I mean, I don't really know much except that it has multiple heads, but I don't know anything else that has. Is this Tiamat? Is that.
Yes, my child, that is Tiamat. That
Why
is the
are you
reason
showing
you
us
are here.
this?
Why are we here?
To stop her. You both were brought here, or rather, guided here by my hands, the same way your little rogue, your little warlock friends was brought here by the Raven Queen, the same way your tall, muscular friends was guided here by his god. All of you play a very big part in stopping her revival. Should you succeed, this entire planet, this entire world will be saved. Should you fail, everything we know will come tumbling down.
Do you really
I'm
think
sorry,
we can
what?
do it?
You're putting this on 4 strangers?
I can't even
Out
get
of
across the
the-
river.
You almost see a small chuckle come from this rogue figure.
She can't even use a firebolt right!
Okay, first of all, that was performance issues.
Don't worry.
Yoga
the
smoke.
the control of the magic will come in due time. For now, as she waves her hand, and once again you find yourselves back in the keep, and she approaches both of you. Hold out your hands, children.
I'm reluctantly holding out my
I
hand.
yeah, I'm just okay.
As you both extend your hand, she takes each of her hands and hovers them over, not palm up. Your hands should not be palm up; they should be palm down. And she would explain this. And as she holds her hands over the tops of your hands, you see a bright light emit from her hands, and suddenly, there's no feeling, there's no pain, nothing at all. As suddenly a flash of light, and both of you feel a very, very powerful surge of magic just course through you. As you look at your hands, I'm just going to hit show to everyone because everyone will be able to see this soon enough. But a new handout down below. You both see this branding, this tattoo, now on your hands.
Did it really have to be on our hand? That's very visible.
Couldn't we put it somewhere else?
I might have needed to, get a job.
Don't worry,
Kills
my
her.
child. This will only be here until your mission is completed. So will the power that I have lent you both.
Wait, what power?
We'll find out in due time, my child. And as she begins to walk away, you both find yourself waking up in the morning, wondering if it was all a dream until you see the tattoo on your hands.
I'm gonna look at Steph and say, did she really have to put it on our hands?
She could have put it literally anywhere else.
But no, the most visible place, because she's probably big ego.
I mean, I can't really blame her. If I was the mother of all magic, I would be too.
That's a good point, but still on our hands.
No.
I'd rather it on my ass cheek.
Both of you give me an arcana.
Okay.
Just picture Mister just slapping their asses. There's a tattoo.
Oof.
Oof. Oof indeed.
I'm like,
Spell it with like 13 O's, cause damn.
we're not gonna talk about the fact that I got a 6.
It's okay, I got
Total?
a 5.
So we got a 5 and a 6, huh?
We're not talking about it.
Fermentation.
I just woke up, okay?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Thankfully, you both are able to feel the magic that supposedly Mr. imbued you both with. Um, a moment. Just having to find it here. Ah, here it is. Both of you, and I need to add this in. This is a new spell that both of you have, by the way.
Ooh.
Both of you now have access to a first level spell known as Silver Fire.
Okay.
It is a very powerful spell that actually grows with you, technically. Silver Fire is one of the special abilities of the Chosen of Mistral, and it is what they are gifted with. It's the most sought after benefit, actually, for any Chosen of Mistral. Once per day, a Chosen of Mistral can unleash from within his or her body a beam of magical whitish flame known as Silver Fire. The beam is 5 feet wide and can be made to extend as far as 70 feet if desired. No magical or physical barrier has been discovered that can stand up against it, and the beam inflicts tremendous damage on all beings struck by it. Any non-living object touched by the beam is utterly destroyed.
Ooh.
It's a one shot?
The use of Silver Fire is extremely rare, and there's very few recordings of it in history. The knowledge that you two have of it just comes from the feeling of the magic within you, kind of.
Well, that's something I'm gonna look up later.
Yeah, am I going to take the sheet off of edit so I can actually look at the spell?
I have to finish adding it in. To be honest, I'll probably add this in after the campaign so that I'm not taking a whole bunch of time, because this is something that is very complicated.
Oh, okay.
Because it takes a lot of editing.
Gotcha.
But later on, if you want to read about it, you can read about it there. I posted a link in Discord. It should be noted that Silver Fire is composed of pure weave magic energy. Thus, if Silver Fire were to ever clash with pure shadow magic, it would cause the multiverse itself to unravel.
That's cool.
You guys have magical power on par with a god.
Nice.
And we can use it once per hour? Wait, what?
Once per hour? That sounds...
Yeah. Silver Fire does quite a bit of bullshit that you guys will get to take advantage of. Such as being able to cast your spells by silent force of will alone.
That is cool.
We badass, girl.
You both also notice some other strange things regarding your own bodies that you feel from a magical standpoint, although nothing out of the ordinary.
You now have a
aside
magical
from
penis.
Um, you do feel that you are becoming more familiar, almost intimately so, with magic after meeting Lister. But that brings us to episode 2. As you both wake up, you wake up shortly after everybody else has already woken up. Um, Everyone seeing them finally wake up, sleeping for longer than everyone else had. And then both of them looking at their hands and sort of realizing what had happened to them, kind of thing. Um, Take it away. This is on you guys now.
Well, if they're looking at their hands and I see the confusion and the tattoo, I'll be like, let me guess. Some god just entered your dreams uninvited and started giving you weird visions of dragons and shit. Am I right?
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
And we got branded like fucking cows.
On our
I don't think you can
hands.
I don't think you can complain very much as I point out to my iPad.
It's on your hand.
I got
No.
I got a
No,
tattoo
it's
too.
an
Look.
eye.
Look. Remember yesterday when I woke up and then I had this and I was like, look, and I told you about the dragon and all this stuff, and then you guys were like all dead. Was I all dead in your dream?
Mind you weren't there.
No, it
No.
wasn't like that for us.
Your dreams are so boring.
I would not at all call it boring. We were basically face to face with Tiamat.
Yeah, the dragon with like 1,100 heads. Yeah, that guy. I saw him too.
First of all, that's not a number.
I wonder why he saw everything and everybody dead, and we just saw fire and Tiamat.
He's got thought it was
Cause
motivational.
it's because I'm tall and I can see over like where you guys can't because you're short.
Oh my god, you're dumb.
I think we were shown needed to be shown.
Probably. Well, should we go talk to fuck, what's his face?
The
Yeah,
governor?
we
Can we
should.
go try and find stuff out instead of focusing on this horrible new tattoo?
Yeah.
Okay. How about we start with breakfast and then we just move on?
but
Well,
knowledge. I want to figure out what.
we should since the armies are gone, we should go see if anybody else is still held up by some of the kobolds, and then from that point we can go and we could go see like if they're alive or if they need help, and then we can proceed on to where we were going, which isn't here.
What do you mean where we were going?
The
We were
only
coming
reason we came here is because it was burning.
That's why we came here. We don't
Yeah.
have anywhere to go yet.
Yeah, so we should go see if there are people that need our assistance out in the village. That would be great.
That sounds like the militia's job.
As you're all discussing this and talking amongst yourselves, you would hear the barracks door to your personal section
Mike.
open up.
Mike.
How about now?
Good.
You would hear the door open up to the room that you're all in, and you would see Governor Nighthill as well as several other citizens that look like they're relatively high up in the chain here within Greenest. Behind him, oh, good. Glad to see you're all awake finally. So, I have no idea why all of you decided to show up at Greenest when you did, but thank you, absolutely, for everything you did to help us. You saved several lives, at the very least, especially this woman's, as all of you would see the woman that you had first encountered sort of look out and kind of bow to all of you, and then go back in line behind Governor Nighthill. I'm sure all of you have. What?
No, sorry, keep going.
I'm sure all of you have questions, and I have many myself. All of us do, in fact. We want to know who was the mastermind behind the attack on our town, why our town was a target, and exactly what it is that they took, what it is that they wanted. We do know the direction that they have headed in. Their trail is not the hardest to spot.
Have you
The
searched
first-
the town to see if anything's missing? Well, I mean, there's gonna be-
Valuables from every house, silverware,
Have you
but
found
nothing
any
that stands out.
That
Yeah,
can't
like
be
gold-
what they were here for.
gold
No.
trinkets, jewelry,
No excavation
obviously
of
gold
sorts.
pieces.
There's
No weird
nothing dug
excavations
out,
around here?
or-
There's been no signs of them taking. We don't even know what they would have been looking for, outside of the fact that they have rummaged through every house that we have checked, and every person that we have talked with have all stated the same thing. They took all of their silverware, all of their jewelry, gold pieces, trinkets, anything of value.
That had to have been just side stuff, just stuff that they can get because it was convenient. There was something here.
Yeah, I can't believe that would have been all they would have came here for and stayed as long as they did.
Well, that's exactly what we want to know. Whether or not it was literally just to take our valuables, or whether there was something more hidden here that we weren't aware of because someone didn't inform us.
Then, do you guys have any record of this town's history somewhere? Any written record anywhere, or
Only for the last 10 years or so, nothing older than that.
Should we follow them?
Well, that's actually kind of why I came here to speak with all of you. I understand it's definitely not your place, which is why myself and the other various small leaders of our town put together this small proposal. If you will locate the Raiders' camp and find out whatever information you can, what is left of our town's coffers, we will be more than happy to pay you 250 gold per person, at the very
Ooh.
least. What we want to know is where their camp is sited, how many there are, who their leaders are, and what's motivating these attacks, and if possible, where they plan to strike next, and what they took from here. If you're able to recover any valuables that might have been stolen, it would be nice to see them returned, but that is a lesser goal in all of this. Of course, any gear or supplies that you might need for the trip will be furnished by the town.
That's more like my speed. Do you have any medium armor and a longsword I could borrow?
Medium armor and a longsword. You would very easily be able to find you a longsword.
Oh, that's something.
As far as medium armor, let's see what counts as medium. So hide, chain shirt, scale, mail, breastplate, and half plate are all medium. Yeah, he would probably be able to find you a chain shirt at the very least. So yeah, he'd probably be able to find some medium armor and a longsword for you.
Splendid. Well, so, any of you opposed to chasing after the raiders?
I mean, I was gonna do it before they made an offer, so
I think that's a really good idea. I think we should do that.
I want to know why they were here just as much as I think they do.
Yeah, and I really feel like beating some of them up because I got beat up yesterday by the dwarf that died, and now I'm a little upset, and I have to go take out this anger that I have on some smaller little dragon things. That sounds like a really good idea.
Well, if we're going after them, we're not just going to kill all of them. We need to plan.
We need information from them, and we can't get that if they're dead.
Information's the most important thing here, I think.
What if they
If we
have
can
like
get anything
notes
to
and
bring
order?
back, that's fine, but I don't think they'd have notes.
They don't seem that sloppy.
I probably can't read either.
Well, none of the... I highly doubt that any of the kobolds would have anything. They're dumb as a bag of bricks, but if we can find somebody higher up...
Yeah, maybe we can snag someone from the back of their camp. Get them to talk.
I have an out-of-character question.
Sure.
When it comes to sleep, if you sleep somebody, can you drag them away without them waking up?
Let me look at the spell.
Well,
Ping
we
the spell
can-
for me real quick.
We can subdue them and then tie them up, so even if they do wake up while they are sleeping, you can still drag them.
Could you ping the spell for me real quick?
Yeah,
just so
one
I don't
sec.
pull your sheet up?
It's probably like a con roll or something, or a
Let's
save on their
see.
point or something.
To a magical slumber, 5d8. The total of is how many hit points of creatures the spell can affect. Creatures within 20 feet, starting with the creature that has the lowest current hit points. Each creature affected by the spell falls unconscious until the spell ends. The sleeper takes damage, or someone uses an action to shake or slap the sleeper awake. So yes, if you started dragging them away, it would wake them up.
But if you tie them up carefully, then maybe they will not wake up.
That is correct.
Or if
you
they
just
are
put them to
unconscious,
sleep and drag them away.
if they are unconscious, then aren't all of your hits a critical? And you could just decide to do non-lethal damage and put them down to 0 hit points.
Huh. Oh, fuck.
I guess we don't really have a choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't know anything. They don't have any records of anything. How did they not have any records?
Maybe a new administration has come in. and
Give me
they
a
shit on it.
history check. Give me a history check, Lizzie.
Okay. Uh, 14.
So, 1 second. You would know that you would have read and know that the town of Greenest was originally founded by a halfling known as Darva Scatterhearts, which was a rogue who fancied herself the Queen of the Greenfields. She passed away without ever achieving that level of eminence, but her town grew into a relatively thriving community. However, she was very secretive, and so any documents, chronologically, anything that she would have personally done regarding the town would have probably been kept secret somewhere, out of reach, out of mind, kind of thing, as rogues typically would do.
Are you sharing this info?
Yeah.
Maybe we find out where let's say, the office or house of this person was, the thief.
Well,
We can find like a secret cellar or something.
if you had something important that you didn't want people to know about, would you really hide it in your house?
No, of course not. I would hide it in somebody else's pack.
Is she dead?
Yes.
Yes.
Was it buried with her?
We don't know. We don't know anything. We just know that if there was any information, it would have been hidden.
Go grave digging?
Well, the townsfolk
I'm
can do
not
that
that
while we chase after.
Or we
We
could just...
can look into it. Yes, I believe someone within the town should know where she was buried. As much as I don't want to go dig up our founding father, or founding lady, rather, in this case, I suppose. If it means potentially finding some information as to what they would have been here for, I have several people that I can have deal with that. Although we would still prefer to have someone keep track of the raiders and get any information from them.
Oh yeah, that's still the plan. It's just...
Yeah. If you guys can, while we're doing that, get as much information on her as you can, where she lived, where she spent any of her time, if you have any way of finding that out, please.
Absolutely. We'll do everything we can. And as he's saying that, you would all hear the door open once more, and this time you see a young man walking into the room and just walking directly towards the group of you, past Governor Nighthill and the other leaders, limping very heavily on a bandaged left leg. I hear that you're the group that they proposed to follow the raiders and see where they've gone. I would love nothing better than to come with you, but in this condition, I'd do nothing more than slow you down. In the midst of all of this horse shit that has gone on here, there's no reason you would have heard about the fate of our elder master, Leosin. But it's important you know, he is a monk from Burdusk. And last night, he disappeared after we dealt with a particularly savage group of raiders. A few others and I fought our way to the keep barely. Leosin didn't make it. We went back this morning to look for him, but found nothing more than a broken staff and this choker as he holds out his hands, which he always wore. But forgive my manners, I'm sorry. I forgot to even introduce myself. My name is Nisim Waladra, as he sort of bows to all of you. You can see very sharp pointed ears as he bows. He looks like he's probably a half-elf.
Did he have anything on him that they might have wanted?
Better yet, where did he come from?
Yeah.
Not that I'm aware of. He wouldn't have had anything. Although I do know that he's been investigating these raiders for months. I fear that he might have tried to infiltrate their group when they retreated, or worse, was captured and carried away as a prisoner. No one understands these bandits better than he does, and his knowledge would be invaluable against them. If you do go after their camp, please look for any sign that he will be there. One of my brothers has already departed for Burdusk to bring back help, but it will be many days before he arrives.
I don't see any issue in.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're heading there anyway, so might as well just save the old man.
I'm keeping out for him.
Yeah, let's go. Let us go get the monk. I think that would be a great idea.
You think everything's a great idea.
No, it's
Do
not.
you even know what a monk is?
Yes. It's a little bald guy who walks around and like says stuff and hits things with sticks. I saw him once a long time ago. And then there's a monkey. It's like a
Alright.
little animal.
Okay.
And then
Ro.
Okay.
they climb trees.
Okay. I see you learned all of your information from picture books.
You got
Anyway.
pictures? I like pictures.
Oh.
I love that fucking character. Salazar, the choker that the man is holding out, what would catch your interest is it looks like the ends of the choker are ragged. It looks as if it was very roughly torn off.
Huh. Can I do an investigation check to see
Sure.
If something comes up, like I find, oh god, if I can, what's the tab at? Did I close it? Yeah, close it. Whatever. Just reopen it. Are investigate. Where is it? Nope, not this. There
I
you
like
go.
that inspiration, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, the choker is braided. It's a braided leather neckbands. It has a silver dragon design chased into the leather, and as you examine the ends of it, you can see that it was sort of. You can imagine someone just sort of grabbing grabbing the choker from someone's neck and just very quickly and very forcefully yanking it down and just ripping it off, which is how it got those ragged ends. Um, you don't notice anything else out of the ordinary about it, though.
What? When do you think he was taken? Like towards the beginning of the fight, or
If he was captured, it would have been near the end of it when they started to leave.
so maybe he was the objective. What do you know about this? Are there any rumors?
All I know is that he had been investigating them for months now. What he knew, he kept very secret.
Well,
Um,
he might be the key to solving all of this.
you said his
Mistress?
necklace has like a silver dragon or something on it.
Yes, it has a silver dragon design chased into the leather.
Does it look like it would be like a symbol for something, or can I roll and see if it would be?
Sure.
Can I as well?
What would I
what's-
roll?
Give me a investigation.
Okay.
A.
Jesus, the nat 20.
Yeah, okay, yeah, no, she's got it.
The one nat 20 I'll ever get.
Yep.
Hold on, I gotta see whether this actually does hold any importance. Holy shit!
Is it for some king shit?
That would be the only time she rolls a nat 20.
It is.
Just give me a moment here. I'm pretty sure that actually does have a meaning. I just have to find it again.
I see.
It was very sad and quiet.
It was like a little lonely burp.
It was.
It's a solemn burp for the passing of the dwarf that I do not remember his name.
The annoying little shit.
He was a guy. Well, I don't know why you all hate him. He was a nice guy.
He was annoying.
He was an idiot.
His pride got in the way.
That doesn't happen to anyone else.
Come on. I'm just trying to confirm what their fucking symbol is, and I'm pretty sure it is a silver dragon.
By the way, should I list like I have the medium armor and longsword? Or not yet?
Yeah, you can go ahead and add those.
Okay, cool. Bye leather armor. Bye
Rostag
fucking
is,
shitty ass.
Not going to be interested by this too much. He's going to go walk around and grab some food.
Sounds good. Yeah, no, you managed to make your way to the mess hall and partake in the breakfast that the keep is providing. Lots of meat and ale.
It's the start of a good morning.
Okay,
No.
so actually, what? So as Irie picks up the choker and looks at the detail on the design, it at first glance resembles a silver dragon. However, when looked at from a different angle, Irie realizes that it's two different symbols, actually. When looking at it from one view, it is the symbol of a silver dragon, and when looked at from another view, you see a silver harp nestled between the horns of a crescent moon. And you, Irie, recognize this symbol as being the symbol of the Harpers, one of the few big power groups throughout the region. You have gained very little information on the Harpers, but the information you do have on them are their beliefs. The Harpers' beliefs are that one can never have too much information, too much power leads to corruption, and no one should be powerless.
Okay, I'm gonna share that with the group. And be like, oh, by the way, that's a harp.
What did you say they were called? The Harpers?
Yes, the Harpers.
Also, this is a not in-game question. Is the choker like one of the kind that you have to put around your neck before it's like sealed, or is there a way to like clasp it on or something?
It looks like there was a way to clasp it on, but it looks like that mechanism was broken and was ripped off.
I wouldn't be able to fix that with the mending cantrip, would I?
Yes, you would actually.
I want to do that.
Sure. Yeah. No, you like as Irie is looking at it, you very quickly hold your arcane focus. I forget what it was that you chose. Over...
I haven't picked it yet.
Okay, well, whatever it is that your arcane focus would be, you would just kind of hover it over the choker and murmuring a few words. Irie, you would notice the rugged ends on the choker begin to straighten out, and it looks as if it's as good as brand new now.
Okay.
Fancy little trick.
Just in case we need it. Before we find him.
Yeah.
Do
So
you want to
this
hold it, or
Harper's-
do you want me to?
I mean, either or. Actually, no, let me hold it because out of game, Abby, you're gonna pick up random crap all the time. Let me hold it.
What the fuck?
Yeah, we don't trust you.
What the hell?
No, it's
You're a
more like
hoarder.
she's gonna
You're a
be,
known
yeah,
hoarder.
hoarding. So, like, let me carry something.
I am
Okay, well, then we're all-
not.
Yes,
I'll
you
never
are.
figure this thing out. I was putting on my chainmail and everything, my chain shirt, and blessing my sword, or cursing it, actually.
Blessing it, cursing it, same thing to you.
Yeah. Well, I'm ready. Just to grab some food and we can lay down.
Yeah, I'm ready too.
I guess. We should catch up when we can.
Yep. I'll stop by the whatever the food is. Grab something
You know,
real
as
quick.
you walk into the mess hall, you see Rostock just very loudly laughing and talking with some other militia as he downs a mug of ale and chews on a piece of cooked meat.
Well, I'm surprised he waited till it was cooked.
Hey, I'm not a savage.
Don't
Hey,
be so
sometimes
sure.
I'm a savage, but right now, we're having good stories. These guys were telling me about their adventures and how they're not very adventurous, and how most of the time they just stay in the town. So I told them that they should get out and do more stuff because life is bigger than just a town, especially one that has half burned down.
Wise words, my friend.
I hope you'll be ready to leave soon.
I've been eating for a long time, so I can go whenever.
Yep.
Why are we stuck with this boy?
I think it might come in handy.
Yeah, for being a human meat shield.
Exactly. See? We'll agree.
I never thought of that before. That is a good place. I could put some extra meat on my shield. And as he says that, Roast Dog puts a couple of pieces of meat on his shield.
Not like this.
I'm just leaving. Where at whatever room we're in, I'm just leaving.
You see, because there were arrows that have hit this shield before, and then it is like a little skewer, so then the meat can sit there. So when I'm hungry later, it'll be all dried out. You guys are really smart sometimes.
Yep.
You're
Sure are.
disgusting.
I
Oh my
fucking
God.
love this character. Oh, Jesus Christ. So yeah, no, if your current plan of action now is to follow or try to follow the Raiders, um, they headed towards the southeast.
Oh, right. Wait. Do we know like how far away they are at all? No.
Not exactly.
Well,
And we'll probably see them before they see us.
Um, their path is
Yeah.
very easy to follow across the rolling grassland of the green fields. A wide swath of grass is trampled down as you look out towards the green fields. It's impossible to determine the number of raiders precisely, but it is very easy to follow their path. The path only confirms what you already know. There were a lot of them. They were a mix of humans, kobold, and apparently trained reptiles. Um, for anyone actively following the trail or trying to follow the trail, give me a perception check.
okay.
I'll give it a try.
Also, I'm casting mage armor on myself.
That was the wrong thing.
I'll figure out the arcane word
Um,
stuff in a second.
Oh yeah, I have mage armor as well.
So
False
I
life?
got a 5 perception.
Roast Dog is way too busy just absorbed with the idea of his meat shield. Sif is probably somewhere in the back of her head still trying to figure out how this new magic works and what in the hell Mistra has planned for her.
Yeah.
Irie, you're pretty much the same thing. You're just kind of mindlessly following whoever the hell is leading, which apparently is Salazar, by the way.
Yeah.
As
Guess
you
I'm
think
fucked.
about the magic that has been gifted to you. Salazar, you are able to make out one bit of detail here. It looks like you notice several different sets of footprints, obviously. Some of them heading towards the town, some of them going away. And the thing that stands out the most to you are that many of the beast's footprints are deeper on the retreat than they were on the approach. It looks like they were weighed down very heavily on their homeward bound trip.
They probably discovered the secret of meat shields too, and that's why.
That or their beasts are carrying the loot. They're using them as back meals. Is that what you call them?
Donkeys.
I don't think a mule would make a very good backpack. They're really heavy.
You know what? You're right. What am I saying?
By the way, Sif, looking out over the open grasslands,
Oh.
you can sort of see the general direction that the trail is going, and it looks like it's going to lead south for about 12 miles.
Okay, so it's gonna be a while.
It's
Yep.
going to be a bit of a hike. You guys follow this trail for quite a while, and you start to notice a very rugged region with steep-sided rocky plateaus are beginning to replace the gently rolling hills. The land between the plateaus appears largely flat, broken only by outcroppings and wandering streams in steep-sided gullies. The plateaus jut 50 to 100 feet above their surroundings and appear like they would be difficult to climb, except where rock falls and subsidence created natural ramps. Congratulations, you guys are finally leaving the town of Greenest. You get a map transition finally.
Hey.
Let me just get this over here.
Oh.
Mind me while I move your tokens on and set up the enemies for you.
Oh my. Those are a lot of tents.
Oh boy.
As you guys are approaching the region, about, I would say, 3 miles away, all of you would notice smoke rising up. And
Like-
as you get a little bit closer, it looks like it would be smoke coming from a camp.
Awesome.
Oh boy.
Well, seems like they're camping. Might want to scout now and maybe wait till nightfall to go in.
I agree.
It looks like where you see the smoke coming from, it looks like whatever is camped there sought shelter in a low spot between surrounding hills where tall boulders have rolled into a loose jumble. In fact, it looks like the surroundings offer little to no protection while making it almost easier to sneak up on the sites.
Do we
How
have a
So what do you
plan?
guys want to do?
How tall is this hill? Like,
I'm sorry, what was that question, Vito?
how tall are the hillsides? Like, this one.
Let me scroll up here. The plateaus jut 50 to 100 feet above their surroundings. So everything down here, this is ground level. Everything up here is anywhere between 50 to 100 feet up in the air. And same for down here.
You say here, but I don't see any pings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
we don't
I'm
see any.
drawing on GM and Pro overlay, sorry. Alright, so here is anywhere between 50 to 150 feet up. And here is anywhere between 50 to 150 feet up. With this all down here being ground level.
Okay.
We could, take the high ground, maybe climb down, but I'm afraid not everyone might make it, given that we had troubles crossing a river.
All right. First of all,
Well, for one thing, climbing is not my forte.
I'm really good at climbing. I could throw you if you need help.
No. No.
Well, then I guess we'll take the low ground.
well, we can scout out by taking the high ground for now and then go back around, right? We're not
Is
just
there a
going
w-
straight in. Do we have a plan?
Well, we can scout out during, like, the last hours of the day and then wait till nightfall to actually
Right.
go in.
Well,
Is there a way to
yes.
get in here without climbing? Like
I hope you're not asking me that.
yeah, like do we see a way to get up here without climbing? Road that leads like maybe from like the outside of the camp.
You give me a survival check.
Hell yeah, my specialty as a warlock.
uh-huh.
See, told you. 15.
You spot an area that looks like it would be relatively easy to climb up. Yes, it would be probably the easiest spot to climb up out of the entire area. It looks like due to rock falls in that specific area, it's created sort of handholds that you could use to climb up, almost.
Hmm.
We
We'd still
could
have to
send.
climb.
What if we just send Roast Dog up there? Because apparently he's good at climbing.
Yeah, I'll just walk right up it. It's not a problem for me to do that.
But the thing is can you handle going up there and scouting for us?
And then coming back and telling us what you saw.
Oh, that's a big full plate of I don't know.
Okay.
Do
How
you know how
about
to count?
No, hold on. How about we send Rostag up with my fox, and I can just look through its eyes.
I could throw your fox up there, and then
Could
we
we do
could stay
that?
down here as a group. Or I could
No.
carry you guys up there individually.
You're not
That's not a
throwing
problem.
anyone.
As a fox is not a someone, it's a fox. Are you?
You are not throwing anyone. That includes my fox.
We could, we could use Ari's shirt as one of those little shoot things, so they come down slowly.
You're not fucking touching my shirt.
Well, then don't fall into the water.
Okay, here's the plan. You're gonna take Sif's fox with you up the cliff. You are not going to throw the fox. You are going to gently carry it up the cliff, and then you're gonna stand there so that we can see what's going on.
I guess we could do that. That's not too big of a problem.
Can
Is there a
we do
range
that?
limit on that spell? Fox
Yeah.
thing.
Oh shit! Right.
Which is
I don't fucking know, dude.
no.
Hold on. I have to scroll really far because the description for this spell is really long.
Okay, let me say this. Does any of you guys have a rope?
It has
Then I
to
can.
be within 100 feet of me.
Might be an issue.
Yeah.
Okay, so how about we just scout the entrance at least for now, and
Okay.
we'll proceed through the camp by foot.
Sorry, I was busy sneezing. What did I? What are we doing?
I think they want to go to the camp, but I think I'm still going up on the hill with the little fox.
Okay.
So I can do that, and then when the fox stops listening, it can sit down, and then I'll just walk, and then I'll tell the fox what I saw. That way I don't forget on the way back.
Well, the fox can't. Oh.
The
The point of the
I mean,
fox being able to see is so that she can
is
see
so that
through.
I can see.
The fox is not one that you're just gonna
Salazar,
tell.
give me a perception check, please.
Oh no.
Great.
Perception?
Yes, perception.
Is it? Rolling my good rolls now, so I don't have to do good in bites later.
You're gonna do horrible in
As-
combat.
As all of this is going on, you notice the smoke has increased, the amount of smoke that is there now. It looks like
Your mic is doing the thing.
if... Hello now?
Good.
Good.
It looks like if this smoke were to be coming from a campfire or something, it looks like they're now officially in the process of cooking food, kind of thing.
Well, it seems like they're settling down.
Um,
So They're
Yeah,
probably more
after
focused.
traveling for 12 miles, it's nearing late afternoon, I would say.
Okay, they're probably busy now eating food, and they're probably focused on that. So how about we just go to the main entrance, sort of see what's up, and decide from there how we engage them.
You want to walk to the main entrance of the camp?
Yeah, but not like not within like not so they can see us. Most of them will be busy eating food. They'll be starving.
Okay, I'm gonna go climb up on the hill because I'm really noisy when I walk because I have this metal armor. And now that you have armor too, you're noisier too, and you got to remember that.
Yeah, still medium armor. It's not that bad. And I'm not a Goliath.
I can walk really softly too.
Really?
Are we sure that splitting up is the best idea? If we're going to the entrance of the camp, we shouldn't. I don't know.
We can just keep our distance. So if they spot us, that they shouldn't. We can just walk away.
I mean, we want to just send my fox in again.
That we can do.
Yeah, that's.
We will have to get relatively close.
Well, I don't think they will attack your fox. They didn't do it during the assault.
All right. Yeah, let's get.
I know, but I'm saying we still have to get close enough.
You gotta remember though, they're eating now, so if they don't have a whole bunch of food, a fox will look really yummy right about now.
I think the smoke indicates that they have enough food.
Yeah. But they
Okay.
just assaulted the town. Only their pockets are full of gold and
Well, they've
food.
got plenty of silverware.
yeah.
Maybe they're eating that meal that they have as a pack.
Who knows? Guess we better just go and check.
I guess we're going.
Yeah, let's. We're coming from the top left, right?
Yes.
So. Fuck, I don't know.
So as you guys approach, you would get within, I would say, about 95 feet to put you within fox range.
Yeah.
And if you want to use the fox from that point forward to take a few moments, as you send your fox out and just keep it on the outskirts of the little camp that they've created, you are able to see 4 human cultists and 8 kobolds in a group. It looks like the kobolds and humans are just bickering with each other constantly. And although the cultists seem to be acting as if they're the bosses, it looks like their leadership amounts to nothing more than ineffectual bullying.
They just think they're in charge because they're human.
Pretty much. You notice it looks like all of the weapons that the human cultists would be using are stacked against a rock, somewhat out of easy reach. The kobolds all have their weapons on their belts.
Okay.
After a few minutes goes by, you see the kobolds grab their share of the half-cooked, at this point, lunch and begin to move about 50 yards away as they all begin to gnaw on meats and begin to eat. And you see the 4 humans still around the campfire. What you're able to hear is just bits and pieces. It sounds like they're squabbling over how to cook a hen and how useless the kobolds are.
Okay. Well, I'm obviously speaking quietly to whoever's watching me, and letting them know that if we wanted to do anything right now would probably be the best time, at least for the cultists.
So are we planning on going in, killing all but one, and then taking him?
That'd be a good idea.
we can go in and incapacitate a bunch of them if you want.
Do
I'm
they
sure.
wear like specific outfits or something?
No, it appears they are all wearing the same low standing garb that you've seen on much of the other cultists, nothing out of the ordinary.
They don't have like a cap or like hoods or anything to hide their faces or
No.
darn it.
Maybe we can put the cobblestone slaves, if they're bigger in numbers and more useless for information, and we can just kill 3 of the humans and take 1.
Okay, with sleep, do I get to pick who it affects?
No.
Oh,
You aim it and it targets the person with the lowest hit points first and goes from there.
And you
Alright.
roll 5d8 to determine the total number of hit points that it will affect.
I mean, I could try to put as many of them to sleep as possible. I'm assuming that the kobolds will have less health than...
yeah. Wait, how far away are the kobolds from the humans?
About 50 feet.
They would probably see us if we try to snap one out.
And they would hear something if we went.
So it says that the
Uh-huh.
only things that wake it up are when the spell ends, the sleeper takes damage, or someone uses an action to shake or slap the sleeper awake. So we can try to I guess take them by surprise, and before, so that, like, you know, I don't know, we get something in before they start trying to wake each other up. I don't know. Fuck.
I mean, we have to do something.
Um,
Though if we do this, like, they're
it looks
gonna
like
know.
you could. It looks like you could very easily just straight bypass this group. It doesn't look like they're paying that much attention, and with a large enough detour, you would be able to sneak by them without letting them know that you were there.
Oh, they're there. I thought they were like here.
Oh yeah, same.
Oh,
Okay, I would go with that, and we can try and find somebody more important.
yeah, like a lieutenant of some sort or something.
Okay.
The only problem with doing that is that if they find out or they ring a bell, then we have a whole nother group of people coming behind us, and then I would just have to walk out of this hole, and then you guys would all die.
But the thing is, if we start killing people from the get-go,
Yeah.
we'll probably won't make it too far. So
If we just take a cultist and he doesn't know anything, that's pretty much our only chance. They're gonna know.
Okay, I guess we could go by them and see what else we could see further in. Maybe there'll be some higher ups that are not surrounded.
Are there other fires that we can assume groups are eating at that we can see from smoke or?
Let me pull up the actual camp.
Should I roll perception on that?
Can I?
Yeah,
Since
go ahead.
I'm still looking through my fox,
Sure.
and
You
it
can give me a
has advantage.
perception-
17.
You can give me a perception with advantage because you're trying to smell other fires.
Yeah, 17.
And I got 19.
You would be able to smell, or from the senses of the fox, you would be able to smell fires all throughout this general direction. One you can smell in this direction, one in this direction. You can smell a fairly large fire coming from almost straight ahead kind of thing from where you would be at, essentially. The only fire that you would be able to see, Rostog, the smoke from, would be a big pillar of smoke coming from this direction down here.
I would just let everybody know. I think that the big guy is with the big fire. So, and that's like really far away. It might be better to climb up on the hill and look down instead of walking all through this. And then we can have a better advantage to see where things are.
Have to climb down though at some point.
I was gonna
Well,
say, but
we can climb down after we know what we're dealing with, because right now, if we just go in, then I think it's a bad idea.
but you're also assuming that there's only one person here who might know anything.
I'm assuming there's going to be a lot of people here who might know little bits of things, and probably just a couple people that know all of the things.
We might actually make more noise trying to climb down though.
If you guys have a rope, I can secure it to something, and then you guys can climb down the rope and have that extra safety so you don't fall.
I don't have a rope.
Do I have a rope? I don't think I have a rope.
I know I don't.
Yeah,
I
I don't either.
I don't know if I would, because I got the Dungeoneer's kit with my thing. Would that have a rope in it? I'm not sure.
Let's see.
I feel like a Dungeoneer's kit would have a rope.
You are supposed to have a Dungeoneer's kit.
I have a disguise kit. Well, I can disguise myself as the dragon.
Could disguise yourself as a kobold.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
I don't
No.
think that would work. They're smaller than us, aren't they?
I'll just go for a cultist.
Yeah, I
A
would say
Dungeoneer's pack has 50 feet of hempen rope.
Okay, if we find a place that is close to that distance, then this rope should be fine.
wouldn't it just be easier for Salazar to disguise himself as a cultist and go and just maybe eat some food or something like that?
If my disguise is
Just
blown though.
walk around and try and find somebody?
Yeah, and if he doesn't speak Draconic and the kobold talks to him in Draconic, is the language that he should know,
Oh,
and he doesn't know it, then he's already gonna look really dumb.
Do you know it?
I do not know Draconic. Why would I know Draconic?
Fuck, I don't
why
know.
wouldn't you?
Hmm?
Even the big idiot knows it.
Yeah, I know it.
Yeah, but Draconic doesn't
Right.
make me money, so why would I know Draconic?
What do you mean it wouldn't make you any money?
I'm not here for the adventure. I'm here because I have to.
I think that might be our best bet, is having you go in. Because otherwise
agree.
we have all of us going up a cliff, and then all of us having to go back down the cliff. Or we
Which
just
I'm
keep,
not keen on.
right, all of us keep walking in further and further into the camp.
Fine, then let's do it. I'll probably try not to.
Just
Bring
don't
too much
talk
attention
to
to myself.
anybody.
Alright, so give me a performance check for your disguise. Give me a performance with advantage, actually.
Oh, shit.
What? The good rolls were wasted on fucking perception and survival, and here I go with.
Alright,
Oh no.
Well,
so how far into the camp are you trying to go?
I wanna go. If this area is clear,
Let
right?
me-
You said?
Let me,
This is fine.
Wait.
We would let
Hi,
him
buddy,
know.
there's your token.
We would let him know that his disguise sucks, right?
Okay, is this area clear? Like, what do I see?
Let me. So,
His disguise is all the wrong color. He's got the wrong symbol.
No, listen.
wearing his armor
he's like
still.
that person who's trying not to get noticed when the teacher's calling on somebody by making himself more noticeable. It's fine.
so the first thing you would notice, like as you go to walking to the camp itself, you notice a hut here, and you notice 4 kobolds, like looking out of the hut, and they all look at you. Um, and one of them looks you directly in the eyes, kind of thing, but they don't seem to really care. They're just keeping an eye out, it looks like. And as you walk past them, you see various huts here, there, there. It looks like this is where the kobolds live. This is where the kobolds are kept. This is their area. Um,
And while being around, like while being in this area, can I see humans in here then? Like
like I say, you wouldn't see any humans really in this area. It's more so all kobolds.
other than
You
these
can-
guys.
Yeah. Well, they're
Okay.
they're I like to imagine they're quite a ways out of the valley still. It's just they're here on this map for the purpose of battle.
Okay, gotcha. I don't want too much.
Say, move your token around, buddy. This is entirely on you now. This is your operation.
Ooh, baby. Okay, I will walk in here, see if they react. Like kind of like just chilling.
All right, so where are you walking to?
Like I walk a few meters ahead, so sort of like the border of this area.
Oh yeah, no, they show no interest. Like you see one of them just continues to look at you, but they show no signs of stopping you, show no signs of really caring. It looks like what you see. Give me a perception.
God, my specialty again. Oh, now it's a good roll.
Hey.
Now it's a
Yeah.
good roll, you piece of shit.
You you notice a look of disdain on the kobold that's just staring at you. It looks like it looks like he's just kind of like looking at you. If I had to sum it up in out of character words, this cultist piece of shit just waddling on through here, always fucking bosses around, always talking shit, doesn't never understand a fucking word we're saying.
Then I'll walk here, like moving down this. Is this a road or like small like?
Yeah, so you start to make out what looks like a road that leads further and further into the camp.
Do I see anything special around, like starting like this area around here in front of me?
Not immediately.
Moving forward. What do I see now?
So
Look, Sophie has special
as
eyes.
as you begin to move further into the camp, you see cultists everywhere now. As you look into the heart of the camp, basically. A mixture of cultists being elated and exhausted. You see lots of cultists just running around, and you notice one group of cultists in particular. At least you think they're cultists at first glance. You slowly begin to realize that the group you see the big group that you see are not cultists, and you realize this as you notice the manacles around their hands and their legs. As they are being goaded throughout the camp, you notice 8 prisoners being goaded around by up here. Come on. Here.
Oh my. I just saw what Chris posted in memes. It's fucking amazing.
You, oh god, I'm terrified. How do you do, fellow cults?
God damn it.
Amazing.
Praise the sun, I mean, praise Tiamat, am I right?
Fuck.
For the glory of Tiamat. You notice 8 prisoners being gauded and poked around by these cultists that are wearing these masks, and the masks look as if they are shaped as a dragon with 5 heads.
Chief, yeah.
You notice 4 of them in total. Looks like they're controlling the prisoners as they go throughout the entire camp. It looks like they're having them do menial labor throughout the entire camp.
And what would be my guesstimate of cultists? This camp?
You're seeing hundreds.
Oh, hundreds.
Hundreds.
Like 300, 400, 500.
Minimum around 200.
Okay. Fuck. Oh my god.
I was like, do you want to push any further?
Not further. Do I see anything around here? No, right? Big fire?
You wouldn't be able to make anything out yet. You need to get closer.
Then, if I like get around here, can I see anything? Like through the line.
You, the map is not to scale. You're probably not going to be able to see anything around this fire until you're standing around like right there, buddy. You're going to have to get real deep into camp.
Are the cultists looking at me in any way? Like, if someone looks at me, do they react?
Give me a flat charisma check.
Oh, that I can do. I hope.
Give me a flat charisma check.
Motherfucker.
No, it doesn't look like they're paying any attention to you.
Then I will. Can I will kind of like approach, kind of like cross, or like try to.
Yeah, as you start to approach the center of the camp, you notice several things. Give me a moment while I get a bunch of information available for you, and also reveal a bunch of information.
A dagger in my chest, a dagger in my knee, and a dagger stuck in my eye. Cool. Find out.
Yeah, I'm glad you know what's coming.
Oh, I've been stabbed like 4 times with fucking dagger. So I'm just
You gonna
expecting at
die.
this point. Hell yeah.
So, fortunately, the writing for this is all very weirdly done, but got a bunch of information coming for you, buddy.
Good.
You notice in the very center of the camp,
Dragon.
it's no longer cultists, rather no longer humanoid cultists.
Oh.
You are able to make out what looks like drakes almost on all four of their legs, just sort of walking around the center pillar. You notice what appears to be much uh, more heavily armored and adorned cultists, four of them surrounding the big tents. And then coming out of or leaned up against the hillside, you notice the half blue dragon creature that fought the dwarf alongside another half dragon looking creature, this one black, and then the lady in purple robes that was pointed out to all of you at one point,
And
as
what the hell is
they
this?
appear to be talking to each other. That guy does not have artwork, but he is there.
Good. Who's there?
He
Who's there?
is- Let me find his information again.
Maybe you could just sit there and listen.
Yes, that's a great idea, Abby. Love
I'm
it.
just-
I'm so scared. I don't know.
What do you want me to tell you?
Just walk up to the higher ups and be like, "Hey guys, what's up?"
Hey, what's up, boss
Hey,
man? Boss
you-
Bowman. I'm sorry, 2018.
Well, On just said that you can hear them talking. So if they haven't noticed you just standing there, then
Wait,
like
can I
you
hear
could just
them talking?
continue to stand there.
Then just stand there, right? Yeah.
Or maybe you could sit in a tent if the like one of those tents is empty and you can hear. I'm just
Wait,
saying.
can I hear them talking?
Not yet. Well, you could hear the sound of the guard drakes as they growl back and forth at each other, but the cultists around the camp, it's the main tent, don't appear to be speaking, and the amount of noise and chatter that you're hearing from 200 cultists just hooping and hollering at a successful mission is almost unbearable. They're having a grand old time.
Shit.
Trying to find this one motherfucker. I hate how they have this information written down. It's so jumbled up. Is this it?
You know what? You know what I'm expecting right now?
Yeah.
I'm expecting them to realize that he's there and see through his disguise, and then they're all gonna turn on him, and then it's gonna be to be
Here
continued.
we go. Finally found it. So around the large tent, you see the two half dragons, the woman in purple, and a human male, who has a very strange tattoo on his head. Bald head, very strange tattoo. He actually does have art.
Bald guy?
Saitama? Is he back?
Bald guy? Is it a
The monk?
monk?
Does he have a stick?
I mean, no, his broken stick is left behind, remember?
True.
And I feel like he'd have to get pretty personal with him to know if he had a stick.
Ooh.
Does he look like a prisoner?
Vito attempts to seduce the monk.
I'm good at it.
There's your good close up.
His face looks like a butt.
He has a target on his forehead, that's for sure. Just ask him, right? Okay, what was much else I can do around here without risking my life? Already. More
It's okay,
than
just
already.
die.
Yeah, so I'm just like slowly just, walk away. Cool boy I am. Just chill. Just chill. Very chill.
There is one
Super
other
chill.
thing you would have noticed.
Oh.
Much further into the camp, you obviously would have noticed a cave opening,
Oh,
and then over here, you would have noticed three. You would have noticed a stake on its own without any tents or anything around it. And tied to the stake, you see what appears to be a very severely beaten man.
Oh no.
and around here you said. So instead of going out this way, I'll go out sort of like around these camps
Okay.
and to get a better look at the man, sort of.
Yeah, as you get a slightly better look at his face, you would recognize it based on the description that was provided to you that this is the monk. This is Leosin.
Oh, well, find a
And
monk.
it
Check.
looks like
He's not even bald.
it looks like he's been denied food and water for quite a while now. It looks like they're torturing him.
Nothing I can do about it
It's
without
only been
exposing
like
myself.
a day. He's fine.
He gonna die.
I'm going to die if I try to help him, that's for sure. So I'll just, keep walking, see if I find anything around sort of this area, and walk back.
Outside of hundreds of cultists hooping and hollering, you don't notice anything else out of the ordinary.
Alright, then I will scoot right back. And, howdy, fellow
Get back to
cultist.
the group.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm out of here. Fuck. My ass is sweaty.
Yeah, you guys see what it looks like a very, very badly done disguise Salazar coming back to you. Still in one piece as he approaches the group.
Okay,
He looks like an idiot.
I made it back, surprisingly. We cannot walk in. No
Yeah.
way. There's like 100 of cultists. Like 100. There's no way. But I did find a monk though. He's being tortured and at the back. Guarded by some special cultists with armor and drakes and other special people that look important and powerful. There's also other prisoners being carried around the camp, guarded by some elite guards with some weird masks. But yeah, unless we get everyone extremely drunk, like the 200 of them, like all the cultists, I don't think we'll be able to get past anyone. I did see a cave opening at the end, so we could probably use that to get in, if we could find the other entrance. If there is any.
How
That
are
would
we
mean
supposed to go
we'd
up
have to
again?
find a way around this giant ravine then.
Well, there's like 200 cultists in here, so walking in is not an issue. It's not a possibility. Not even sneaking. I think we should be able to cross this
realize
entire.
But we still have to find out wherever that cave entrance leads out.
Well,
Maybe that should be our next step.
I could try
Who
going
knows
in and
how
ask,
long it'll
but
take though.
I would go in and ask, but I don't think my disguise is good enough for have a close encounter with the cultist.
Just because I'm not a dick, I will give Vito one more bit of information that he would have overheard when he was very close to the center of the camp, just so that you guys don't waste your time. Um, as you were near the center of the camp, you would have, as the primary four were walking back into the camp, you would have probably overheard at least one bit of information, Salazar.
Mm-hmm.
And it would have came from the half black dragon in more rough, feminine voice than you would have expected. So, we'll be out of here in 4 days. What's left of the dragon eggs in the cave will be remained there until they are done hatching. Once they're hatched, you'll bring them with you and you'll follow us up. Is that correct? Yes, that is correct. Good. As soon as they are hatched, catch up with us. Make sure to seal off the cave. There's only one way in there, but we don't need people realizing we've been using it to hatch dragons.
I will relay that information
Oof.
to my comrade.
We need to get rid of those dragon eggs
Yeah,
or close
Can
off
it-
that cave.
well, we can
They said
always
they're
try
leaving
and...
in 4 days, right?
Yes, they did say that. I just forgot to say it the first time.
We could just wait until the big guys leave. I don't know.
I think they're waiting until the eggs hatch, so might hatch in like 4 days.
We can go back and tell them that, but like, That-
We could.
We don't-
Well, I mean, I don't think we have any options here. I think we need to go back, tell them about the eggs, and then see what they want to do, because we're 4 people against hundreds.
Yes, hundreds.
That's not a situation in which anybody comes out alive.
Yeah. Maybe,
We've-
a worst case scenario, we can collapse the cave. We
do
can
we
maybe
want to
can-
try and kidnap one of the cultists on the outskirts first? Like, wait till they go to sleep, and then just like,
Yeah, sure, we can try that. Yeah.
Yeah.
because they're not gonna care about one, are they?
I don't think so.
So, there's also a handful of other information you would have picked up throughout your entire time in the camp, Vito. I would say overall you were in the camp for minimum about an hour and a half. It's a very, very large camp.
Oh my gosh.
Throughout the time that you were in the camp, you would have heard various chitter and chatter, and you would have heard things like you would have heard lots of quotes. The most common that you would have heard would be praise Tiamat's glory. You would have noticed some cultists extending their right hand with fingers outstretched to represent the 5 heads of Tiamat as they praise her glory. Others would curl back 2 fingers to show that Tiamat's strength was hidden. You notice that not everyone there appeared to be a full-fledged member of the cult. Many appeared to be new initiates working towards full acceptance. Many others are simple mercenaries hired to flesh out the camp's strength during raids or if it should come under attack. You notice the kobolds are there simply because their worshipful attitude towards dragons make them easy and you would have heard this also probably from the main group near the big tents. Their worshipful attitude towards dragons makes them easy for the other high-ranking cultists to manipulate, but they're not really liked or trusted by the other races. It appears that a large section of this camp are hunters who just constantly bring in food and other large game from the grasslands to feed the camp. It doesn't appear that all of them are trained combatants, but quite a few of them are. you would have picked up that the cult has been ranging far and wide on small raids. And it looks like Greenest was the closest target to the camp, and it was also the biggest of all of the towns that they've attacked so far. And apparently, what you heard was the most profitable. It appears that prisoners are used for manual labor, nothing more. In the past, few have converted and become loyal members of the cult. However, it appears most prisoners eventually will die of overwork and undernourishment as they are not fed. Once they are near the end of their usefulness, they are then fed to the drakes or taken into the cave to feed the hatchlings. Apparently, the cave is off limits to all but those who've been cleared by the lady in purple.
Yep.
And the half-black dragon. The half-black dragon apparently only came to this area a few months ago and set up the camp. It appears the lady in purple handles the everyday operations. It appears the half-blue dragon is the lady in purple's right hand and is seldom far from her side. It appears that he has a rigid sense of honor, but the feeling that you get from everyone within the camp is that you don't want to make him angry.
Did I hear anything about the bald man?
Not necessarily. He seems to keep to himself quite a bit. Very few words. A few other things you would have heard. The Mother of Dragons, praise Tiamat's glory, shall return. And when that day comes, all the nations of the world shall tremble before her majesty.
Even America?
Apparently the monk is of special interest to the half-black dragon. Why else would she keep the creature alive that way? Are a few sentiments and bits of information you picked up from random cultists. Why else would she keep him alive that way? What she hopes to learn from him is anyone's guess, but you can definitely say you wouldn't want to be in that half-elf skin, or what's left of it, when the questioning gets serious, at least. And apparently, no one knows how much there is altogether, but they can only imagine it's a very big pile by now, but all of the treasure and everything that's been stolen is kept in that cave. That is everything you would have gained from your trip inside the camp. We'll be back next week.
What the fuck are we gonna do?
I've got an idea. What if we get the cultists to kill the kobolds and create a bit of a chaos?
A civil war?
Yeah.
Listen,
I mean,
we've
they
already
hit each
done
other.
this once.
But this time it'll be good. Okay, I can try and get a better disguise, because this one I don't think will work. I can go in with the cultists, they're clearly getting drunk and they're really happy. So
Incite a riot?
yeah, I can just be like, you know, those fucking kobolds are good for nothing. We should just get rid of them and show
Even
Tiamat that we're powerful. Then get them to attack the kobolds and maybe come by some time, a distraction or something.
I'm glad we have a week to think about it. So that's it, right?
Either way, we need to get rid of
Yeah.
the eggs.
Maybe wait, can I make disguises for others as well?
Yes.
Oh baby, we're going in. Oh then.
Oh, fuck.
I don't really think he could disguise the Goliath.
I mean,
What are you gonna disguise him as, a rock?
you can climb.
No, you disguised me as a dwarf. A really tall dwarf. That won't
But-
draw any attention at all.
Oh, nice for the reminder.
Hundreds of cultists.
Yeah.
There you go. Just so nobody forgets.
And how many kobolds, by the way?
Minimum somewhere around the 80 to 90 mark.
Okay.
We're. I don't fucking know, dude.
Honestly, at this point, I wish that Roastdog would have fought the blue dragon dude, because then he'd be dead, and we'd still have the idiotic dwarf who could actually help us kill these guys.
Fuck.
I was surprised that you actually like let the fucking dwarf go in and fight a guy. I thought you were gonna like be like, no, I'll fight him.
Yeah. No.
Out of character, had any actual player fought the half-blue dragon, you wouldn't have outright died, but once you were downed, he would have dealt one failed death save to you. However, if any NPC, regardless of how good the NPC is, fights that dragon, they die.
Huh.
Wait, but we could have won, let's say.
It is possible that you could have won against the dragon, or against the half-blue dragon, had any actual player chose to fight him.
I thought he was gonna do it anyway, like the Roastdog. My character was already gone down once, so I was like, yeah, just sit.
All right. Well.
Also, it completely slipped my mind, but Rostad, the next in commands for the militia would have approached you, and they would have actually given you Castellian's mace.
Oh,
It is a +1 mace, by the way.
nice. That's what's that? 1d8 plus 1.
So it is.
The mace is 1d6.
Yeah, it's 1d6, and then it has a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls. So it would be 1d6 plus 1. And then the plus to hit on it would increase by 1 as well.
So it's easier to hit +1, but you do damage -1 compared to the sword.
Well, actually, the damage could actually be considered equal because you're going to have a guaranteed 7 damage if you land a hit. And you got 1 more bonus to hit, so it's definitely better than the regular longsword.
Yeah.
Well, fuck me. If I had a better fucking disguise, I would have probably try and start a conversation. Get more intimate, but fuck.
Keep on.
That's the one shitty roll I had the entire fucking game, I swear to god.
What's up, fellow cultists? How goes praising? Tiamat.
Dragons, am I right? The best.
Just gotta love them.
Yeah. Just can't have enough of them.
Bet you can't have just one.
Mm-hmm.
Head, that is.
Here,
Ha!
try rolling Castellan's mace real quick for us, Brandon.
Shouldn't it also get the +2 damage because of the dueling?
Oh yeah, you did take dueling, didn't you?
Well damn, that's a good roll. Let's say for the damage.
There you go. Now try rolling. So literally the minimum damage on that
Is
is 8. Minimum damage is 8.
Damn.
Good shit.
And then
What's
you
the
have
one?
a +7 overall to hits with the mace.
Which is really good.
Wait, minimum is 8? That's a lot. Like shit.
Dang.
Like my longsword's minimum is 5. That's almost double.
Yeah, there it is. There's the maxed out roll on the damage.
Jeez.
13.
Damn.
Listen, I can't wait till he can use our new first level spell.
But hopefully he doesn't have to use it, because there's hundreds of cultists, as we can see.
So should we call it? And
Yeah.
That is the end
You-
of the session. We'll be back next week to see how they go about dealing with hundreds of cultists, a cave where apparently they're hatching baby dragons, and what information they can gather as to the real reason they were in Greenest.
Wait, it doesn't roll false life immediately? It just gives you the info.
Does not roll it automatically.
No, so I'll have to.
just get hundreds of attacks of opportunity, forehead.
Is that how it works? No, not how it works. Oh, I did it the other way around.
I'm gonna say you.
Do I have to put a space or something?
There you go.
There we go. Oh, that'll be, I mean, not bad. Wait, I should have probably done false life before going in.
Yeah, it might have been a good idea.
See, guys. You know, I thought I had to remind me to do this because I will forget, and I need it.
Just use fireball, forehead.
On the bright side, I can take more damage now, guys.
Hey, don't worry, I just learned I can make disguises for you guys.
I have a +7 ward.
I was gonna say,
Plus my AC
I'm
is
curious
at
to
14
see
now.
how your disguises would turn out for everybody. Go ahead and give me a performance check. Let's start with Abby.
Okay.
Oh no.
Abby's dead. Oh wait,
Well-
it's with advantage, right? Because I had this guy's kit?
Yeah, so Abby's
I'm alive.
Abby's is, yeah, could, as far as you can tell, you wouldn't be able to spot a difference between the cultists. For Lizzie's, really good. And for Roast Dog, although even yourself, you're unaware as to how in the hell you would manage to disguise a Goliath as a cultist, you somehow managed to pull it off.
Hey, don't worry. When I actually get the rolls next week, it's gonna be shit.
Now redo yourself. Damn.
Hey!
And now,
Yeah,
can I get
but-
everybody to give me a flat charisma check?
Oh, crap! I already put my dice away. Hold on.
Oh
Holy
no.
shit.
What if I tell them the mannerisms of and the things and catchphrases they say? Does that give them advantage?
Yes.
Good, and I will let them
Okay.
know about the small
You
thing.
just click
I
on
learned.
Yes, just a flat charisma check.
charisma.
Come on, okay, that's ruined. You ruined my disguises. Are you happy now?
That's 2 nat 1.
That was actually
Oh, yeah,
Wait,
that'd
now
be
you have to
great.
do yours.
way too ruined. Oh, but you want me to do my
Mhm.
charisma. It's
Mhm.
beautiful. It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
I want
Okay.
to point out that if this was legitimate, the only 2 people that would have passed would be Irie and Salazar.
We're not talking about it.
Well, we could have had those two just quietly stand in the background. Just let those
But yeah,
guys just do the work.
We'll be back next week to see how they truly want to deal with a camp full of hundreds of cultists.
God damn
All
it.
right.
The
Well,
decision would be to find a fucking cave with 4 kobolds and just kill them. But no, it has to be hundreds of cultists. God damn it.
Welcome to Tyranny of Dragons, by the way, a campaign that is designed to make you think about how to accomplish your mission.
we're gonna make bad
God.
decisions. We're gonna fuck everything up.
Yeah, we are.
I just got completely sidetracked when I saw what Tyson said in stream chat. So, anyone else think about how it would be to bang Tiamat?
How what?
How it
Not
would be
like
to bang
this.
Tiamat?
Oh yeah, you get like a lot of blowjob.
Not like this. Alright.
Oh my god. Okay, I need to go get ready for work.
I'm gonna head out of voice.
Sounds good.
See you guys.
Take it easy. We'll be
I'm
back
gonna
next
play
week.
some Yakuza.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Alright, see you guys.
Alright, guys. We're so dead. We're completely fucked. It's fine. Anyways. Goodbye. Adios. Thanks for hanging out.